I hope you guys are all okay and all good. Welcome to another video and my May book haul. We're getting back on it. I didn't actually buy any books in May. I've been very good because I have far too many things to read as it is and I should not be buying more things. Oh, I tell a lie. I bought one book in May. I bought one book in May because I went to a book launch. Actually, I bought two books in May because I went to two book launches, but one of them I've already lent to a friend, so I can't show you it. But I can tell you what it is. I bought a copy of White Rabbit, Red Wolf by Tom Pollock because I went to his book launch. It's a wonderful book. It's an exciting mathematical thriller. It's astoundingly good. Like, in that sort of mind-bendingly, what the hell just happened, this is amazing sort of way. It's an absolute belter. So I bought that. And the other one that I bought, I feel like I'm just going straight into it now, aren't I? The other one that I bought was Slay by Kim Curran, which I actually hauled in my last video. Usborne sent me a copy for review, but this is a copy that I bought at the launch, which the lovely Kim signed for me, which is really nice. So Slay, which if you've not picked up yet, why the hell not? It's like the best book ever. Demon slaying boy band. What more do you need? So those are the two books that I bought this month, but everything else was stuff that got sent to me by lovely publishers for review and whatnot. So, considering I've already seemed to have started this and there's been like very minimal preamble, I'm just going to carry on. Those lovelies over at Simon & Schuster sent me Kenzie's Rules for Life, How to Be Happy, Healthy and Dance to Your Own Beat by Mackenzie Ziegler. I don't know who Mackenzie Ziegler is. The fact that it has a foreword by Maddie Ziegler tells me that it's possible that it's Maddie Ziegler's sister. Or at the very least is some relation to Maddie Ziegler. But this has been sent to me by those lovelies over at Simon & Schuster, so thank you for sending this. I'll have to learn who she is, but yes. The next book that came in the post to me was the Oberon... Oh god, things falling out everywhere. The Oberon Book of Queer Monologues, edited by Scotty. This I mentioned in my last video because they sent across a bunch of plays for me to take a look at. And now this is the book that they were talking about when they... This is the book they offered to me in the first place, and then they sent me a bunch of cool plays as like... pre-awareness? I guess it's pre-awareness, or is it like here's some other cool stuff? But yeah, so this is really exciting. I'm so excited to read this. It's sorted, it would appear, by decade. So we've got 1900s to 1950s, 60s to 80s, 90s, 2000s and 2010s. That's so exciting. I'm really looking forward to reading this. Like I said in my last video, I really got into reading plays and now I can read some monologues and some of the plays that they're from as well. So that's really cool. Thank you so much for sending that over, Oberon. That's really exciting. A book that Usborne sent across to me this month was Are We All Lemmings and Snowflakes by Holly Bourne. I love Holly Bourne. I think she's amazing and also an absolutely wonderful person. This is her new book that comes out this August. She has a busy couple of months ahead of her because her adult book comes out in June. Flawed, which is a 7-way collaborative novel with Sarah Barnard, Tanya Byrne, Holly Bourne, Melinda Salisbury, Non Pratt, Eleanor Wood and Lisa Williamson. That comes out in July, which is super, super exciting. And it's published by Macmillan, so obviously I'm sort of biased and I worked on it as well, so also sort of biased, but it's amazing and you should definitely check that out. I'm very much looking forward to reading this. I've already been hearing amazing things. I got 2 packages from David Fickling Books this month. Oh, actually 3, but these 2 came in one package. The first, which is, I'm super excited for these. I think these are really cool. This is such a cool idea. This is part of their First Names series. So this is Emmeline Pankhurst and Elon Musk. These are fully illustrated, sort of mini biography, true life story sort of things about famous people throughout time. And it's called First Names because obviously this one is called Emmeline and this one is called Elon. But this is really cool and really exciting. This is obviously perfect because we are in the 100th year of women getting the vote. And this is really exciting because he's doing all sorts of stuff. Like, I don't know much about Elon Musk. His name pops up when people start talking about space and whatnot. So that's kind of cool. Oh, they're also doing ones for Harry Houdini and Amelia Earhart. That's cool too. So these are really exciting, so thank you so much for sending those over. I'm particularly interested in reading this one. And they also sent me the paperback edition of The Adventures of John Blake by Philip Pullman, art by Fred Fordham. I remember when this came out as a hardback. I remember when I think they serialized it in the Phoenix Presents comics as well, and I really wanted to read it and I just sort of never got around to it. So this is kind of cool that this has come over. So this is really cool. Philip Pullman is the author of his Dark Materials, if you don't know who Philip Pullman is. But I'm really excited to read this. And he looks really cool on that cover. So thank you so much for that too. Those lovelies over at Walker sent me a copy of Only Love Can Break Your Heart by the wonderful Catherine Webber, who is also the author of Wing Jones, which came out last January. We actually talked briefly about this in a video that I did with Catherine Webber, with Katie. Catherine Webber, I don't know what to call her in this video all of a sudden. We talked about this in the interview that I did with her, where we talked about Wing Jones, which I made last year, which you should go and look at. I'll leave a link in the description box below. It's a really fun video. Katie's an absolute babe, so I'm very excited to read this. So thank you so much for sending this over. The next book that came to me was The Hippo at the End of the Hall by Helen Cooper. They sent this to me as a hardback not too long ago, or it might have been a while ago, and it's just like I've lost track of all sorts of time. But this is really exciting. This is written and illustrated by Helen Cooper. I think it's her first novel. Like, I think she's done picture books before, and she's won the Kate Greenaway medal, and yeah, this is her first actual novel. So thank you so much for sending that over. Next up, one from those lovelies over at Bloomsbury is Open Road Summer by Emery Lord. Emery Lord is the author of When We Collide and they're on the back, The Start of Me and You, and The Names They Gave Us. And this is actually a rejacket of, I think, the first book that Bloomsbury published of hers over here, or maybe they didn't publish it before, but all I know is that this is a new cover to the one that I have seen. The one that I've seen I remember being sort of greeny bluish, but this is a new cover that sort of matches what they've done with the rest of her books. So that's really cool. I've never read any Emery Lord before. I get the impression that it's sort of like romantic YA contemporary stuff, which I'm like fully into. So thank you so much. And last but by no means least, from those lovelies over at Hush Children's Books, I got a copy of Colour Me In by Lydia Ruffles, which is a big old proof with a ombre spine. Ombre? Is it right to call this ombre when it's just sort of like red moving into like green? I'm not sure what the relevance of the sprayed edges are, apart from that it looks really cool. Lydia Ruffles is the author of a book called The Taste of Blue Light, which came out last year, which I've not read, but this sounds really interesting. This is a boy called Arlo, who is an actor. He hates the thing that's made him famous, so he runs away, and he meets a girl called Mizuki, and they bond. I think it's sort of YA contemporary. I really love the cover. I'll put the cover here. I think the cover is really, really beautiful. I don't know what the cover is telling me, but all it's telling me is that this book is really stunning, and I think it's a really, really beautiful cover. I really like it. I'm really looking forward to it. So this looks really fun. So thank you so much for sending that over. And that's it. That's the end of this video. Those are all the books that came to me in June, either from monies out of my pockets or from those lovely publishing types who send things to me. A really fun bunch this time. I should probably hold them all. I mean, it's always a fun bunch. When is it not a fun bunch? So these are all the books that arrived in June. Lovely, lovely things that they are. Let me know if any of you have read these ones. Let me know if you know who Mackenzie Ziegler is, because I don't know who she is. So let me know in the comments box below. I love each and every one of your faces, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!